have to figure it out because we have a bunch of we have tireless ragers in a few different parts of Pathfinder. We never actually agreed on what that meant.
Mm.
How frequently you use your per rage powers, that sort of stuff.
Because right now, Slake could use his. If he got a rage power that gave him hit points, he could use that every round.
Right.
He could drop his rage and re-raise his rage. And I think we did. I think we did with Uker. We said you could only stop and start your rage once per round.
No, you could only stop or start your rage.
Got it.
You could stop it or start it.
Got it.
Yeah, was what we had with Uker. And then whatever the Snakeman was, I think was slightly different in how that acted, but I think the Uker one's the more correct one. I can't remember his name. The Oracle Snake guy.
Murgovane.
Murgovane, yes.
So what should we call? What do you think we should do? Stop or start in one round, or do we?
I think it should be stop or start.
Or do we loosen it when we get back to Uker, and you can only stop and start in the same round?
Well, if we're going to make it so if we make it if we're going to follow, so if we're going to add other second ed powers to it, we can make rage an action to start, which clears up the whole thing. Right? So it's a free action to stop, and it's an action to start. Because right now, rage is a free action. So if we that's one way to make it so that you can spend an action each round to get temporary hit points.
Yep.
That sounds reasonable.
You get an action use of points. Okay.
Yeah, it's something I think we need to think about. I don't know if we
have to just try it and see what it plays like.
So what were the things that we felt icky about? Like, can we save this for retro at the end of the game?
Certainly.
Okay, retro was multi-attack penalties, and this one is rage actions.
Yep.
And then the thing that we need to decide on is temp versus con for hit points.
So there's temp versus con, and
temp is really powerful. Temp is super powerful. Yeah.
Yep. Well, especially when you combine it with being able to re-rage easily.
Yep. Boop boop. It's kind of like your fast healing,
but times 4.
right. I don't know if that quite works without changing the amount that you get, right? So that's the thing. I don't feel comfortable making a call without thinking about it more. I don't know. There's 3 of us. Why don't we do a vote? Delay or
delay?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good retro. You guys don't need to spend a point on that. All right. Slake was chatting with Cog. You know what happened to me?
No. I do not know what happened to me either.
It doesn't come off. He's pulling at some of the plates and
he tries to put his hands on his metal hands. Don't. What has happened to you, from what I can gather, is you've been changed. You are now part man, part dwarf, part golem.
What?
I am now all machine. You are golem and dwarf.
Yeah, the 2 of you are different. You got spaces inside you, except you've got a blue light, and you're kind of all fleshy on the inside.
It's called a soul gem. In the war, when the soldiers died, the souls were collected, and the ritual was done, and they were released in the proper places, where the souls were taken to the heavens of their gods, which is where I expected to wake up. Apparently, my soul gem has been placed inside this machine.
A soul gem?
Dewdrop's going to take 20 lore master on Elvish.
She has lore master already?
Oh, no. Oh, shit. That's 5th level. Never mind.
Yeah. I was gonna say, holy shit.
Can she take 10?
I think that's. I don't think she's take 10 yet either.
Okay, so she's
I
going
think
to
you get the power at
roll.
the same time.
No, it's all the same. Plus 7.
Oh. Yeah. Elves. The ancient elves had soul magic, but not in an oogie sort of necromantic way. They protected their souls. They warded their souls against evil.
Correct. That's... I guess it was corrupted.
Are you an old elven general?
I cared for the soldiers. I was a soldier, but I was a medic.
Oh. Maybe that's what your light is. You've got a special light inside you. Maybe I shouldn't take it out.
Do not. There's more.
So that one's got fleshy bits inside. That one has a gem inside.
He
Are
takes
gems
out
people?
He takes out. He looks at Slake. Slake. Look at what we've recovered. He takes
Whoa
out
there,
notes,
big guy. Says Agony as Slake gets up.
There's information you must view before we think about what to do. Takes out notes. Takes out the re-ring. What's it called? It wasn't Hydra. It was a Manicore, and the 2 numbers. Like,
What is this?
These were markings on the containers that you and I were in. Apparently we came from the same location. These numbers, I assume, would indicate what we were, and these letters were also provided with our persons. It appears that there's more of us, more of our kin, our soul, our friends, that may be undergoing what has happened to us. I feel it imperative that my soul gem stays where it is. He looks at DeeDee. So that I must free them. I healed them when they were alive. I must try to heal them when they are dead now. And your kin might be in the same situation that you were in. Maybe we can stop them from making more.
What does this
horrific
mean?
acts.
What does this mean? You can see his
Means
fist closing in on the plank of wood, and you can hear the wood like starting to crack.
Means our lives have changed. Our lives from now on have changed. What you were before and what you did before has changed. You now have a new purpose.
Who did this to me?
He takes the rearing manticore things, like, whoever owns this was responsible for us being in this way.
What is it?
I don't know. I've been awake for as long as you have.
You wanna let me see?
DC 20.
I think I've seen this before, but I'm not too sure. And some sort of red cat with a spiky tail.
Oh, knowledge nature?
No, it's knowledge local.
Oh. I wouldn't have that.
Red cat with a spiky tail.
Yep.
Is this already a fleshed out part of the world or no?
Nope. Could be an adventure hook.
It could be an adventure hook. I believe it's an adventure hook.
Yep. Who will know?
Those guys that were in the carriage would know.
Did you take any prisoners?
No.
No, but we know which way they went. So, you know.
You appear to be quite injured. Your wounds are fresh.
I can look at your wounds. It'll take some time, but I can heal you and myself.
Yeah. And you notice he sort of leans back and leans on a part of the furnace that is really, really, really warm. Like you guys have already kind of like, ooh, that's warm. And he's just leaning on it.
You feel pain, yes?
I feel pain all over.
But do you feel the warmth behind you?
It is warm, yes. And he kind of just puts his hand back like there's nothing wrong with, like he's not incurring injuries from the fire.
That heat would injure me. And them.
Not me. But there are parts of the furnace that I cannot go into, says Agony.
Perhaps this is something for us to understand about ourselves. We should probably get some sleep.
When we find these spiky cats, I'm going to pull their tails out. I'm going to rip their funny, smiling little beards from their faces. I'm going to crunch their bones and hack them open. There will be corpses in the streets piled high when I'm done with them.
That is one course of action you can take.
You would be a very good exterminator, you know. You could, just cats could be vermin in the right location.
Cog just looks at you like, shit.
They did something to me. They did something to my clan, to my family.
That is why you must calm down and collect yourself, so that we must find them before they do
He grabs
to them
the front
what
of
they've
his
done
face.
to you.
Where's my beard?
We will fashion one for you.
His hand
slamming
down into the metal behind him, and it leaves a little dent.
We will find metal strips.
He starts
Thin it
pacing,
out.
swearing and dwarven and kicking things.
I'm fairly certain he'd be more interested in taking, I don't know, trophies from those who did this to him and fashioning that into a beard of vengeance.
He pauses at that, and you can see he's like thinking about.
Don't put any group thoughts in his head.
That would not be advisable if we were to step outside.
Iron golems are the most powerful of their type. Agony looks over. This is a great boon to have a friend like this. Point him in the right direction, and destruction will follow.
Don't iron golems have really bad gas? Which parts are flesh and which ones are just metal? Do you got your bits?
Slake turns around. He's just fucking angry.
His
eyes go wide, like, oh no! And he starts reaching around, and he's like scratching at his codpiece, and his codpiece is like welded in there, and he can't. It will come off.
Oh, that
Control.
No!
Cog.
Tinkleberry is going to cast Lullaby on him. Oh, sweet.
He's just like destroying one of the furnaces. No!
Oh.
We'll attract attention and we'll end up in a fight. Stop what you're doing.
He then sits down because his wounds are like he's hovering near.
Oh, look, there's a pile of armor and weapons. Why don't we take a look at what fits?
Cog looks at...
We shouldn't interrogate him anymore, I think, for today.
Cog looks at Agony. Could you please keep this one quiet?
Which one?
Doing nothing but aggravate Capra.
You're uppity.
You're the one that's causing him this aggravation. Now, quiet.
I have no control over your actions.
You're the one who came out of a box!
Slake, I know what's happened to you is horrible. I feel your pain. Actually, I feel nothing. Which is worse in a way. I have no feeling.
Yes. Slake my vengeance. It is a good name.
We've been freed by fate. Lucky enough, hopefully we will find our brethren and
Curse.
free them. Cursed or gifted. Gifted to stop this from happening again.
Cats can't work forges. This metal is strong. Who could have worked this magic? Magic. This is the work of magic, isn't it?
I assume so. It's the way I am bound to this body. The way that you are bound.
I vaguely recall wizards!
He looks at Capra. I think he's some kind of wizard.
I am no wizard. I catch rats.
Are you a fucking wizard?
Nope, not a wizard.
What about you?
No, I'm a fairy. I don't know anything about wizardry.
What about you? I do not like your tone, but I am no wizard. I am dragonborn. The blood of dragons does flow through my veins. I am not responsible for what transpired, to what happened to you. But know that you are alive, and that which does not kill you makes you much stronger. And you indeed, my friend, are very strong, the both of you.
We'll go with that.
Wizards were behind this. If I have to go through 1,000 corpses of these funny grinning cats to get to the wizard to wring his fucking neck.
You know who probably knows who the wizard, like, what that cat symbol says?
Who?
In Sylvan, we're going to switch to Sylvan. Granomir probably knows.
Oh, Granomir is a really cranky old Spriggan. We shouldn't piss him off. He gets big. He doesn't have many customers because he doesn't really good rapport with people. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure half the things in his shop are cursed, so don't touch things. Not only because you don't normally touch things when you go into shops, but because he actually collects cursed things.
But the sign says it's not cursed.
Well, you probably shouldn't believe everything you read.
No
Fascinating.
one? No, we don't know anyone who might know what the cat thing is.
But Granomir probably knows. He's a shop guy. He probably gets deliveries all the time. Well, not as many as most people get that are shop people, but
Perhaps
I'm just rambling now,
we
ain't I?
can-
Oh, look, a spider web.
If he's not able to give us
Capra
information,
instinctively wipes it away.
Hey, you weren't doing anything.
if he's not
They're
willing
hermits.
to give us the information for willingly, then we can perhaps trade some of the useless merchandise here.
There's no useless merchandise here.
I cannot use any of it.
Slake picks
Neither
up
can
his
he.
axe. This is mine.
Yes.
Yeah, you could use the axe. You're big, and the axe is big.
No, I mean it's mine.
You mean from like before?
Yes.
I too have some items that
Yeah.
belonged to me from before.
It hung on a mantle in front of a fireplace. Do you know what this symbol means? I recognize it, but I do not know. It's some dwarvish-looking, like, square rune.
Read magic.
It's not magical.
The block letters are dwarven.
Maker's mark.
Uh,
Maybe?
Or maybe a family crest.
I think it says dwarvish axe.
Something bad happened to them. I may not be the only one. And he glances to Cog.
My brethren, my unit are probably in the same predicament that I was in before I was made into this.
Well, the note did say sample, and if you guys are samples, then yeah, they're making more of you.
Might I suggest we rest? For wizards to craft golems, they must have labs, and they must have a significant amount of power to craft you. Also, golems take a long time to craft. We should be patient. We should follow the clues if we are to get to the bottom of the two of you. Prudence, however, will keep us alive. You were in a box, the both of you. Somebody put you in the box. Somebody powerful enough to make you both lie down and sleep in the box. That wizard is someone that I do not want to meet in a dark alley.
Question. Hey, funny hat guy. Am I allowed to have a question?
Yeah. I got questions too.
So,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Okay, thank you. Oh, most gracious. Question time.
It's more polite now.
You're elf, right? So, not really human. Let's see if okay.
Yes.
He's got the it's like somebody created him in the proportions of an elf. He's about elven tall and elven wide and elven slender.
He speaks Elven.
Uh-huh.
He thought people spoke Elven. Anyway, yeah.
No, I only spoke Elven when I saw you.
What's your question? Says Agony.
Well, okay, so the cart was supposed to bring those two to somebody as a sample, right? But the cart didn't make it there. And we could probably see the cart from this window. So we probably should have somebody checking to see who comes to investigate the cart and gets mad about the boxes with the missing merchandise. You know, just to see if anybody shows up and is like, ooh, this, you know.
What
The main god with the loud stick. He ran off. I assume he would be the commander, and he would inform his
You want me to go check?
superiors.
I'll go check. I'll be right back. But then it's question time.
Be careful.
She flutters away. He knows Agony, like kind of thinking about probably DeeDee flying around.
Slake, I suggest we get some rest. Oh, wait.
Don't worry, Dragon Man. We see everything. Everybody just ignores us.
You Fey are useful. I admit I did not realize that until now. No wonder your race has done quite well to adapt and survive.
It's always good to be useful.
He looks to head to toe. You certainly have your advantages. With your backwards, like, bent goat legs and like.
The people out there already. The people of Old Stacks are, well, some of them are poor. They did something bad to one of the lizards. They're like slaughtering him. Like, it's already done. The other one's being carted away, though it's still alive. And there's some boys that are stealing the shoes. And all those guys that we left out there are naked.
Yes, the people of this neighborhood. The people of this neighborhood will likely strip the street clean before anyone comes to wash.
Cogs shakes it in. humans.
But some of those guys survived.
Yes. So not only will those who are missing the cargo come here, it might very well be those that brought the cargo, and he, like, taps at the top of the board where the manticore is, these grinning cat people might come back. The attackers may come back. The people that sent this thing and the people who were supposed to receive it might all come looking. And that was a very large and rather loud pitched battle. I'm assuming the watch will eventually come here as well.
At least 3 interested parties, probably 4.
This place
It's
is
gonna
large,
get messy.
and I'm rather partial to it. Although, if we lure anyone inside, they should not escape.
We're gonna kill a bunch of people? I don't know if I like that.
They will.
Violence that causes death is only necessary if our lives are in danger. I prefer not to do that.
The first problem it really should be taken care of is if you have an infestation in your foundations that causes severe and could be very costly damage to the premises.
It's not them that are going to be doing the killing.
Oh.
I think he needs a new beard. We should really find some people who, did the thing, and then we
Slake, I know you're very upset.
Oh.
The one thing that will not be good for you is if you prove to whoever made us this way that you are behaving in the manner of the creature they made you into. If you behave in the manner of the creature that you were, and not as a destructive thing of death.
If those manticore people come around, the smiling cat people, smiling cat people come around here.
We should extract as much information as we can from them.
I'll leave one alive.
Oh.
Assume we are at war.
Yes. It would be prudent if we took more of a watchful stature to keep an eye on things. There are excellent perches, little bug.
Who, me?
You're the little one.
Oh, little bug. I like it.
Something of note. I do not believe that either myself or Slake will require sleep.
The two of you should get used to your new bodies. The rat catcher and I will take care of this equipment. Maybe the man across the street.
I'll see if he knows something.
Or whether he's willing or not to take some of these things off our hands.
Well, pretty certainly will. I mean, and if he needs them to be cursed, we can tell they're cursed.
Once we're finished picking through it, and he kind of picks up like a suit of studded leather and sort of sniffs at it and tosses it down.
We've already checked through bows. Doom, 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 oh, doom, 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 doom. Oh, that's the doom, doom, doom.
Let's divide some treasure, divvy up some XP, and then figure out what the downtime stuff is going to be. And it sounds like one of the downtime events is to go sell some gear with what's his name?
Granomir,
yeah.
It would be
okay. Treasure.
Gear. Investigate.
All right. So, I'm gonna need an alchemist monk, which means an alchemist monk robot. So, there's not going to be a huge amount of treasure stuff that's of practical use.
Right. Yeah,
For me, none of this shit is useful. None of this stuff is useful.
So 1 suit of studded leather, 1 suit of masterwork studded leather. I'm just making a little gift care package here. For the rat catcher, we're going to take one of the masterwork short swords.
Can Dewdrop take the Masterwork Thieves tools?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
She's Darug. One of the bucklers.
She'll throw back regular Thieves tools.
Cog will take those if nobody else is. Regular thieves tools.
You've got disabled device.
Well, what would a fine, upstanding gentleman like yourself need with those sorts of tools? I thought we were being all polite and just with a thing up their ass, like quite literally, like a key up your ass.
I studied.
DeeDee is giggling. Agony just. It's almost like he sees the way you guys behave as your survival mechanisms. It's like he read Nietzsche and is now a living nihilist handbook.
During that time, the enemies had multiple devices. I was good at getting around and destroying some of them without being noticed.
What are you doing with the gun?
That's an interesting thing there. So that's an illegal thing that we don't know how to use. We don't know. We don't know.
Okay, so you're kind of putting it off to the side right now, then.
Yeah.
Slake right now is wearing scale mail that he found in the back of the wagon. Is there anything better than scale mail, heavy armor wise? That full plate ran away. That sucks. No, the treasure.
Does the golem have any mouth holes?
The golem can drink potions, although right now he doesn't like magic.
Okay. Does he want a great club?
He has a dwarven war axe and his fist that does bludgeoning. So his fist already does time and half strength. So no, he doesn't want the war club.
Okay, so we'll keep our great club just as a.
Okay.
Though.
A guisarme? He'll take a guisarme.
Take a guisarme? Yeah, take a guisarme.
Just for if he needs a extra reach.
Does anybody else? How many arrows does Cutie Patootie have?
Dewdrop DeeDee has 3 quivers with 39 arrows. I guess it would be 4 quivers.
Well, no, arrows come in 20.
Oh, okay, so she's got 3 quivers and only 39 arrows. So she'll take 21 arrows, and how many are there?
There's 60, so if she takes 30 and I take 30.
She takes 21. She only has 3 quivers.
Oh, the guys with the arrows didn't have quivers?
Oh, they did, but she fills hers and then doesn't want to carry anymore.
Okay. So 39 arrows. All right. So the Masterwork composite short bow. My feet don't work with the short bow. So
you took the longbow?
I took one of the longbows.
Let's see what Agony's proficiencies are. He is a monk scaled fist 2 magus eldritch scion hexcrafter 1. I think magus gives you martial, so he could take one of the strength longbows.
Okay. Do you want the composite short bow or the composite longbow? But the short bow is masterwork.
He'll take the composite short bow.
Okay. All right. So I'll take this stack.
Strength 12. Okay. Boop. Slake doesn't care about the bow? Like, he could use it. He's a barbarian.
Okay.
He's-
Does anybody want? Oh, go ahead.
He's a barbarian 1, Gestalt fighter 1. Rawr.
Oh, he's a smash man.
He's just
He's a
gonna
man
be-
who smashes things.
Yeah.
Anybody else want the climber kit? Because I would like that.
No, go ahead.
Alright, climber kit.
Those potions should be divvied.
Those potions need to be divvied. Yes, they do. So it feels like the crossbows and do you have martial proficiency? No, you don't, monk. You're a monk alchemist, so you wouldn't. We probably want to put a. Technically, you can't cut yourself out of a purple worm with a short sword because it's piercing, but.
Probably want to put a dagger on him. Is what you're saying?
You probably want to put a dagger on your golem. So there's a dagger in this pile, so you probably should put that on the golem.
Yeah, he had one as his starting gear.
Okay, cool. Does the monk have a dagger?
Cog.
No, I do not think so.
Does not have any weapons.
Does he need a dagger or a ranged weapon?
Yeah, we'll add a dagger.
I want to grab a dagger.
Masterwork crossbow.
and
What's your strength?
my strength is 0 plus 0.
Masterwork light crossbow.
Yep, there you go.
And 10 bolts. Okay, you want to subtract that from the
How many? One a masterwork light crossbow. How many bolts do you
10?
take? 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Question. Can I take a Ransour as well?
They are
Right.
Guisarms, and Guisarms are
Guisarm.
martial.
Okay, so I don't have that crap.
So I took one of the Guisarms.
Slake took one.
But only one's been ticked off on this list. So did anybody else take one?
Slake took one.
Okay, I'll take one off because
Okay.
it wasn't showing. Okay. Potions is the next big thing. This should be done.
The reach and trip and slashing. Okay.
Alright. I'll take the sap as well. Because it's useful to take things alive. That way you can convince them that you're a nice guy. See, you didn't die.
Slake is not taking a sap. He throws it into the furnace if you give him one.
I want to take off a sap. You gotta throw it in the furnace.
Okay. What is this?
Oh. But I thought you wanted.
He just sits there and watches it burn.
Okay, then no questioning things. At least not that way. Okay. No catch and release. Got it. We're gonna
Just this evil grin that you think he's grinning. His eye might be grinning as there's a silhouette of an outline of him in front of the fire, a slight reflection off one side, making him look more nefarious with the weird angles of the shadows.
Alright, so there's a 1 by leather armor. That's getting put back in the pile.
Do you remember when I said I had to go to the washroom?
Yeah?
I'm leaving now. I will be right back.
There's a glug. It was like,
yeah, it's kind of like, oh, I shifted in my chair a little bit. I'm like, oh no, I need to go for a pee.
oh, pee-pee time. Pee-pee time! Yeah, Wither. We've got a lawful stick up his butt.
That'd be
No,
more fun.
a half golem is going to be pretty powerful when it comes to like beating wizard ass.
Oh, you're casting fireball, huh? That's nice for you.
Well, I think he's got like immunity to a bunch of spells. He is immune to anything that allows spell resistance. So, and he gets healed by fire. I can just imagine him like riding a lava flow.
All you could do is see if we can build him like a backpack and have burning coal in the back of it.
Yeah, that's something that we could probably do.
Fast regen.
All right, now the strength potions are likely Agony of Coals and Slake. Those are the two strength guys, I think. Although, I mean, the rat catcher's got a 16 strength, so he's pretty strong.
I have a 10 strength. I'm useless with strength.
So I think the bull strength potions are going to go to Slake and Agony of Coals. What if we tell him it's special punchy juice? Capra is going to tell him it is special punching juice that makes you good at punching, and it's not magic, it's just punching juice. So all right, so I've got 5 plus 3 plus 1. 11. It's not magic, it's just punchy juice. It makes you extra punchy. You like punching, don't you? Well, it does make you extra punchy. Well, we can't tell who made it. Who made it?
Hey, Slake. I can make those. I'm not a wizard. Will that be fine for you? I cannot cast spells.
Sorry, I was on mute. He's like, if they're magic, I want nothing of it.
Well, I cannot cast any spells.
You lie about this. No magic. I've had enough of magic. Look at me.
Magic swords and armor and stuff are okay, right?
No magic.
What if we make it temporarily magic, but not through wizardry?
If I have to say no magic one more time.
All right.
DeeDee comes over and kind of whispers to Capra,
Maybe we shouldn't tell him that my healing is magic.
It's not. Nope.
Okay, no magic.
She's behind her back. She's crossing her fingers.
So we'll go with one on.
Agony's quietly disagreeing with Slake, but if Slake wants to make the no magic thing for now, then just let him have his pout.
Yep. So
he does go over and take the potion.
Yeah, one bull strength potion on Agony.
Okay.
The other one would go on either Capra or Cog. Then to either give Capra a 20 strength for a fight, or to give Cog a 14 strength for a fight. Cog is a melee fighter. It would up your damage output a little bit.
I'm interested in saving to purchase a specific item. It allows me to use my speed and precision to make more damage. This is what I'm listening to, by the way.
What kind of item is that?
It's a necklace that would increase the efficiency of my strikes. They're +1 amulets.
I can make you a necklace if you want.
I'd like a necklace.
They require a bit of... They're quite magical. It's a +1 amulet of Mighty Fists with Agile.
So...
I'd be looking to purchase that.
It's like an $8,000 item or something. It's...
They made... I guess they went fully crazy with that. I never realized that they actually made a weapon bonus thing that just gave you all the powers of a swash. Like, it used to be a feat tree, and then swashbucklers have it, and now it's just any finesse.
An item. Yep.
Okay. So it's in place of strength. Okay. Well, it's only used on melee weapons usable with finesse. So
Start saving.
Yep. All right then.
Because it's 16,000 gold pieces. In the meantime, you should consider using the potion.
What potion? It's already pocketed.
It's already pocketed.
Expeditious retreat.
What's my favorite saying when players want something? It's good to have goals.
I believe we all get to call shenanigans if that item pops up before like level 6 or 7. In a treasure pile. Oh, it's a thing.
I spent all my DM points for the perfect magic item for my character. Yeah, we're gonna go and yes, and it's cursed.
And it's cursed.
You think it gives it to you, but it actually goes minus dex. Oh, I can't hurt anything.
It makes it so you can't use weapon finesse with your attacks.
You think you are, but
you just can't tell the difference.
No, you get the bonus to hit, but you don't get the bonus of damage. It's a negative, so you're always doing like 1 non-lethal per strike.
Oh, it's like the amulet of Wing Chun.
Funny.
So we've got Featherfall and Expeditious Retreat. Expeditious Retreat on either... Well, Slake won't take it. I can cast it. I'm assuming the Alchemist can make it.
Dewdrop can already cast Featherfall as a bard spell.
Okay. And Agony... When does Agony get wings?
When he goes up his 2 levels in Half Dragon.
It'll be a while.
Yeah.
Does he have Featherfall as a spell? He doesn't have that one. Nope. Does he want to fall like a dragon?
Yes. Potion of Featherfall.
All right. Now the expedition.
He likes magic. He's like, yeah, I'll hang around the guy who doesn't want magic.
Yeah, he wants to kill wizards and not take their stuff. Yeah,
sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, until he goes, I want adamantine full plate.
That's fine. It's good to have goals. It's cost the same as the amulet. The Potion of Expeditious Retreat. Who wants a bunch of move speed? Monk?
I've already got a 40-foot move speed, so
Do you want?
Wouldn't mind.
Do you want a 70-foot?
I think the monk who needs to get into flanks should take it
Yeah.
to do damage. Agony would take it. He likes magic, but he's gonna walk straight up to something and punch it. Whereas you're not gonna need to come to the
So,
sides.
are you writing this down, or do you want me to paste it?
Just paste it.
Okay, does that mean the leftovers you guys are selling?
I think so.
All right, so I'm gonna move to a downtime sheet. It's another tab in the.
Oh shit! The thieves' tools. You took the thieves' tools, right?
Yeah, the regular ones.
Okay. Did you write them down?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so they're not on the list still. The silk rope is going on somebody's sheet. We're not selling the silk rope.
Okay, so the plan is what for downtime?
The plan is to sell some stuff and keep an eye out. So we're going to sell some stuff, and we're going to investigate a lead, maybe?
Okay.
From like a gather information-y kind of point of view?
Yep. So just like in the other campaign where we had 5-day blocks, if you look at the sheet that I'm sharing right now.
Shit. The Cure Light Wounds potions. Everybody who's willing to use... Does... Slake still doesn't want potions, right?
No,
or does he...
he's considered... He thinks that all the drinky stuff is magical.
Well, I screwed that up. Here. We're gonna...
Dewdrop says she'll carry Slake's potions for him if she, like...
Right, so
You
we're
can't
gonna...
tell when he's unconscious.
And then
So-
what you guys should be really doing is giving lots of the potions to Cog, because Cog, when he administers the potion, increases the caster level.
Yeah, if the cure lights, give them to me. I'll be pushing those on you through.
You want the whole stack?
Keep like one or two.
Or here, I think what we should do is everybody should have one,
And the extras
So-
go to Cog?
and the extra goes to Cog. Okay, so
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so Cog, you put 2 on your sheet, and then we'll put 2 on Dewdrop's sheet because she carries Slake's.
Okay, got it.
And I'll put
Shoot
down
cure light.
1. Agony's got 1.
If you could put that in his sheet, that'd be awesome.
I'll put it on.
Okay, I said I was going to do XP, but I don't think you guys level, because we started at 0 XP with 3rd level characters.
Marty,
Yeah.
I would like to correct your phraseology.
Hmm.
I don't believe we level. You're part of us now. You're one of us!
Yeah, we level. I don't think we level. Did I what I say? You
Yeah,
level?
yeah.
We, yeah.
You
Oh,
said
yeah.
you guys.
Oh, okay. And also me. Shut up. Yeah, you're right. Number of characters is 5. And then we're going to go on the slow track, I think.
Yeah, let's go for the slow track.
Sure.
Let me make sure I've got the slow track correctly in there.
It will be very interesting when we keep doing, like, the 3-way fights with multiple factions. The way this is set up, it's very easy to sort of have those run and controlled. Again, because it does end up being, like, Marty playing with himself, having 2 sides he has fighting against each other. It is like Ahmed's guys fighting Marty's guys.
Yeah.
No, not every fight's going to be 3-way, but...
but it is the... It's very interesting. It was a very fun kind of fight.
That was good. It was fun.
Okay. Let me just fix slow. Although, I don't think slow is what we used for all of the other campaigns. I think we used very slow because Gestalt. So,
Yes, we used extra slow. Marty special slow.
yeah. So I think I'm going to leave that the
Let's
same.
go slow. Yeah.
And then we need to add the XP for what we defeated tonight. So there was a CR4 Odiug.
Mm-hmm.
How many rogues?
There was 9 rogues in total. 7 low-level ones and 1 higher-level one.
Okay, the high-level one was what?
yeah.
Level 3 rogue, which is CR2.
Level 3? Yeah. And the others were level...
No,
2.
CR3 because it was class. Let me check to make sure.
So he was level 3 rogue, and the other 8 were
Oh no,
fighter
it's
1.
one left. Okay. So a CR3 rogue is level. A level 3 rogue is CR2. The other rogues were class skills, so there's CR1, and there were 9 of them. No, 8.
8 of them.
8. And then the guy with the Guizarm was a 4th level warrior, so he's technically CR2.
Second, yep.
And then the other guys were 2nd level warriors, so CR1 halves. And there were like 4 of them.
And we got attacked by the lizards.
Yeah, the lizards were a danger wandering around. So these were Monitor lizards that were increased with a +1 CR template. So they were CR3s. That was 2 of them. There was finding some clues. I think like a CR equivalent for finding some clues, some good role playing.
That might be just a standard kind of
like
agreement.
Yeah. What else? I think that's it. So,
well, we had an interaction that did have rolls against Granamir.
Oh, we did. She rolled a charisma check or a diplomacy check and got him to calm down. So Granamir is a 4th level character. So we'll say it's a non-violent 4th is a 3rd. So we're at, rounded out, we're at 2,000 XP apiece.
I have no idea what that means anymore.
We need...
We're almost second?
We're halfway to second. Almost half.
Yeah.
A little below half. All right, so I'm going to put that in our XP log. So standard thing in my games is we give 250 XP for character creation, like going through the time
process.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then on 4/3/2020 we had session 1, and we've got 2,000 XP apiece. Cool. We're at 2250. So that's all. I'm going to keep track of it all in the same initiative sheet because it seems like a good place for it. We do need a name for tonight's game, and then we're going to quickly do downtime to see when the next adventure happens and what is it.
So the... Sorry. Quickly do downtime. The name of the game. Name of the game would be...
Shit's loose.
Street Fighter.
Or Awakened.
Oh,
What's
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
what's in the boxes?
What's in the box? And then a little parentheses as what's in the box? And then open bracket ES close bracket.
Cool. And then downtime is... This is what our downtime plan is, which the dice don't always make the plan. So Slake is going to be resting, I think, for the first little bit. Kind of like getting used to his own body. and recuperating and like trying to figure out like how his shit works now, kind of thing. Like,
How do I
self discovery?
Does food work?
Right.
I haven't
Does food
peed in a
work? Do
long
I need to
time.
sleep? Oh, what about this fire thing? Do I need to repair myself? Cogs, Codpieces, and Conspiracies. It's that triple.
I like that. That's a good one.
That's it. Yeah.
That's a superior name.
Cogs, Codpieces.
Anybody notice how that guy wasn't upset about missed his junk?
Right? Something happened to me. Something happened to my clan. Something happened to my family. Stupid wizards. And oh my god, it's gone. I can't access it. No! My beard is gone. Like, just total, like.
The other guy got turned into a robot. Didn't give a shit. Oh no! I guess that's fine.
Dead.
Well,
Wasn't like he was alive. or
Elves
something
mate like
that.
once
He
every
was
200
dead.
years, so maybe during the Elven Pond Far, it might be a weird thing, but funny. Yeah. Slake thinks that he's been totally violated, and he wouldn't be wrong.
If he's missing his doodle, he has been.
The more you know. Okay, Cogs, Codpieces, and Conspiracies. That's a great name. Good alliteration. And then let's go back to downtime. So yeah, Slake is just kind of self-discovery. Agony is going to take part in trading, like trade. And the house rule is 1,000 gold pieces per day, so you probably could get it done in that block. DeeDee is going to start she'll help with trade as well. She likes visiting shops and finding colorful things, and she does want to share because she wants to buy paints and easels and all sorts of artsy stuff. Slake. Oh, sorry, I got Slake in there twice. What's your character's name? It's
Cog.
No, Adams.
Capra or Dingleberry?
Capra. Yeah. Capra's doing trade for that first block.
For the first block, yeah, we'll do trade.
And Cog, what are you doing?
Cog's going to be doing the like looking for people that are
You're on watch.
investigating. Yeah, I'm on watch.
Okay.
I don't tire.
All
I
right.
have dark vision.
How far out do you guys want to do? Like plan. This is what you'd plan on doing. Slake, I think, at that point would start watching. After some period of self-discovery, he would start watching. Let's do 3 weeks.
So both. Right. So actually, something I wanted to do is I wanted to craft something to help me self-wind.
Trying to figure out if anybody knows about so it'd be like a gather information. Well, actually, it's persuade the group that we have rats in the basement. And that's a bad idea. So we're going to investigate the whatever's in the basement. That's a bad problem. So if we have noises and rats or whatever, we're trying to scope out the size of the infestation that this building has.
So Capra basically is going to scout building.
Yes.
Right? Okay, cool. DeeDee is going to be on watch, and she might also help scouting. Like, she's just going to do a combination of those two. And Agony is going to... I don't think he has any craft feats. And I don't think you guys have earned enough money that you can, like, magic anything significantly.
We could probably ball all of our magic together, all our money together to put, like, +1.
I think he's on watch too. I think he knows that there's going to be people there, and there might be a personal reason related to his backstory why he might be a little bit wary about like people coming to this place that he's turned into his lair. Like, the lair isn't very secure. It's this massive open like old factory, which I thought was pretty cool.
Nope.
Maybe one day you guys will lock this place down, but not right now. And we'll do one more week, even though it's kind of further out. I think Agony would want to start Slake would want to start investigating if nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would probably need people to help him investigate.
I think I would go with investigate as well. Like I think it's. Yep. I think if we get to week 3, we are just initiating adventure mode on our own.
Yeah, it's like he's squatting. Technically, at the beginning of a month, you have to spend your how much you're living, like how you're living. Poor is 3 gold pieces per month. An average living wage is 10. Destitute is 0, but you'd have to like roll like survival checks to like to eat and stuff.
That's the one. That's Capra's.
Yep. I'll let you guys spend that after you finish your trading, because you're kind of trading right away, and then you guys could decide how much you guys have. Oh, these are the activities, and those are the expenses. Whoops, I put it in the wrong. This is Capra. This is Cog. So those are your activities, and then the income and expenses are what I'm going to tally up here. Okay, cool. All right, downtime is not something that you get to control how much downtime you have before things happen. So I'm now passing off the DM stick to somebody else.
All right, Ahmed, do you want it or am I?
Why don't you take it for now? I'll take the next one.
All right, I will take the DM stick for the next 5 minutes.
Okay, you guys are like second level characters. You're kind of like almost second, so I'm going to go downtime 2. All right, the next downtime event is 10 days from now. A pair of creatures, CR1, arrive. The pair of creatures are on even playing field. The opponent has no gear. Weird. The starting distance is 70 feet. The opponent is traveling. It's relevant to what the characters are doing, or what some of the characters are doing. It's relevant to the campaign plot line, and it leads to an adventure hook.
So it's relevant to the plotline, yes, and it's relevant to the adventure hook. What is our adventure hook?
No. It leads to an adventure hook, as in.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an adventure that we could have based off of this particular encounter.
Cool. I'm going to copy this, and since it's 3:30 in the morning,
yep.
I think.
And let's start defining. I'm gonna put down like we need a bot for crit tables and skill challenge commands. We need to talk about the nope, that's me changing the address for something. Retro, we need to do a retro on multi-attacks, rage actions, and temp versus con hit points. And then we're going to say, I'm going to start enumerating the DM points and what they can do. I think DM points should be able to raise and lower the CR of an encounter.
Yes.
Because this feels like somebody coming back to figure out, like, what the fuck happened to the warehouse. Or some of the if it was CR1, it would be a couple of those rogues come back and figure out, if they can, like, maybe get back into the good graces with their bosses by figuring out where the fuck everything went, right? Oh, we know where everything went.
Yeah.
No gear. It's 2 of the guys that woke up in the street after they were stripped from the
completely naked.
And they go and hide in this place. It could be that. So and feel free to ping Adam on Whisper in Twitch to like if you've got any ideas. I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of hand off the DM stick between Marty, Adam, Ahmed, and the stream. And then I think 3 DM points per game seemed to, like, we burned through a bunch of them. And we didn't spend them all, but we were just trying to get used to what was going on. and I will learn to take more of a back seat. Like, I'll learn to fucking lean back in my chair a little bit and just show up to game with no prep, and it'll be awesome. Do you want me to roll the random adventure that it's the hook for? Is that helpful?
That would certainly be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you do the command. The command is !adventure and then level 2, because we're almost level 2. Like we're
Adventure 2? Or
adventure
level 2?
space 2.
Holy shit. All right. There's a bunch of stuff here. 7 encounters.
Okay,
Oh,
it's a party level 2. The goal is to eliminate faction. Like, not the whole faction, but maybe a subset of the faction. The time constraint is none. It's connected to a PC backstory. The hooks are something necromantic. The area is local. The complication is that there's a bad reward. The reward is to gain a companion, follower, servant, or cohort. That's interesting. And then there are a bunch of encounters which either have relevance or non-relevance to the adventure, where it says, is it relevant to the adventure goal? And there's a bunch of no's and yeses.
Mm-hmm.
So you should probably copy pasta that whole thing.
I've got that in the... I currently have it in the bottom of my character sheet. It's probably not the right place for it, but that's where it is for now.
Yep. And then that will be the adventure next game. This encounter that leads into the adventure hook, and we only got 10 days into our downtime, which means that we need to adjudicate. Like, I think that we should have a next game sheet. DM stuff. Next game is 10 days of downtime. Event, and we'll copy the event. Paste values. And then the adventure hook.
Which is 2 CR1s that I think goes against a single PC. Or what goes up to one of the groups acting in downtime. Right? Because it's a downtime sort of random event. If I read that correctly.
CR1 pair of creatures. It's not a solo encounter. Oh no, event encounter for a solo PC. Yay, it's a solo encounter. One PC gets to run into these two assholes.
Yes.
We're done.
Almost.
Oh,
2 minutes.
hurry,
Hmm?
hurry.
Okay, we're hurrying.
1, 2, go.
It's not minutes, those are seconds.
You tell her. Funny. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
I'm being told that it's 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, this was super fun. I think it fucking worked. Mind you, this was me setting up an encounter that everyone contributed to, right?
Yep.
But I liked the flow of it. Like, I liked having some control, not be in my hands, which was really interesting.
Yes.
Now, I did create 3 characters. I hope you guys don't mind. We can have 2 of them tootle off and do something else if you want. But
Well, I mean, this was originally Marty. Marty plays with himself the stream. What's the concept?
And then I gave you enough maps for, like, hey, what are you doing in here? This is we're squatting in the old factory, right? Like, there's enough maps that you could go, the encounter happens here, or my character makes his home in this area.
So I will plan out like 2 or 3 encounters.
Yep.
For the out of this sort of path. And then I'll probably have a mental idea of what I would do with some of the later ones, but I think that's about how much we probably get through in a session, and then
Yep.
if we don't get through all the encounters, then the next DM is telling the story. If they're like, "What did you have planned before?" I could go to something.
Yeah, we could.
This is improv D&D.
Yeah, we're trying to make it as lightweight as possible, and then share some of the burden, and it'll be interesting. When do you guys want to play next? What's the schedule? So the schedule is Saturday is maybe the last game of Enter the Dungeon on the 11th. Tuesday is Titan's Gift, because we've had really good attendance for Titan's Gift ever since COVID. Very, very, very high attendance.
So I think that a Thursday, being that Friday is Good Friday.
Yeah, Thursday's always a good night.
Thursday is a good time, and then I'll be able to take some time to prep something, because if it was Monday, I probably wouldn't have. Like, I would be a little bit hack and slash.
Is there one encounter we want to give to the stream to figure out? Like right now, we just sort of outsource it. Like which one doesn't have any relevance on the goal?
Encounter 2.
Okay.
CR4 solo creature, party on even playing field. Opponent has standard gear. Encounter location, remote structure, hills. Starting distance, medium 100 feet.
Okay.
The opponent is distracted.
I'm farming this encounter to the stream. I'm gonna ask the stream in Discord to come up with this encounter.
Cool. Could you email me the Discord link? It's been a while since I've been in there, but I'd like to figure out what they want to do so I can weave it into something.
Yeah. I'll send you a link. I'll email it again to you and Ahmed. I think Ahmed's already in there, but yep. Cool. Awesome.
Okay. Good night, fellas.
Okay. Good night, guys. This was super fun. New characters are really fun, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. We'll iron out the kinks, and I'm looking forward to also the DM stick being handed to the stream to see how well that works. And we'll go.
Red Dragon shows up. What the fuck?
There are a couple of modules. When the stick gets passed around to me, I'll be using some modules. As I did hint at a plot line, like the two-headed snake guy praying to the heavens. Like
there might be a plot in there somewhere.
There might be a plot in there somewhere. Anyway.
Let's go.
Okay. Good night, guys.
That's the cute dog.
Good night. Alright, that was pretty good, man.
I was pretty vamp.